Hey everyone, I'm Andrew and welcome back to the channel. I have spent over a decade of my life in the great state of Texas. I married a beautiful woman from the state of Texas. Texas is home to some of the fastest growing cities in the country. I've split this time living between Austin and Dallas. Both are phenomenal cities. I've had the opportunity of getting to know San Antonio, Houston, and Lubbock very well. Texas is an income tax-free state. It's the home of more company headquarters than anywhere else in the US. There are no shortage of jobs here, and the Texas economy, it's on fire. There's a huge sports culture. Here in Dallas, you can attend every major sporting event, musical act, or Broadway show. Well, pre and post-COVID, of course. The food and drinks here are second to none, and it's the best barbecue in the South. And I've eaten all the barbecue in the South. And there's football. So why am I packing up my wife and 4 kids and leaving all this? That answer and more on this edition of Easy Money. So the truth is, I don't care for football. So that's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Just kidding, guys. No, football's great, and Texas has given me a much bigger appreciation for football than I could have ever asked for. And although football's not my main forte or what I'm most passionate about, it's not the reason we're leaving Texas. And yes, there are so many good reasons to come and stay in Texas. So why move? These 12 years have been amazing for us, but things have changed. Over the last decade, it has been broadcasted throughout the globe that Texas is the dream place to be. And it was. When we first came to Dallas, the cost of living was fantastic. You could buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot home for $150,000 to $175,000. You have good schools and all the wonderfulness that Texas offers. But over the last 10 years, this has really started to change. The growth has been exponential, and the highway crowds and booming sprawl show it. Those $175,000 homes are now $300,000 homes and rising. It's simple supply and demand. The demand to leave places like California or New York and come to places like Texas are huge. Home prices have skyrocketed and the highways are full. Moreover, I spent a large portion of my youth on the East Coast. Places like Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, enjoyed traveling through the Virginias and Carolinas as well. And over the last few years, my wife and I have heard the call of the Carolina mountains and have made the decision to make a move to North Carolina. So yes, the main reasons are the rising cost of living, rising population, and the geography. Even though Texas is home to some of the most beautiful lakes and backcountry, it's only as long as it's not May through September where it's over 100 degrees out. We've decided we'd like to live somewhere that provides us with 4 proper seasons, that we can spend outdoors as much as possible in a place with a lower population. So how do you find a place on the other side of the country? How do you narrow it down? How do you find good schools? Know if the area is right for you. I have 3 tips for you. 1, pick an area that interests you. Are you a beach lover? Do you enjoy the mountains? Or perhaps San Francisco has always called you. Have a place in mind or a geography in mind that you think you'd enjoy living in. For us, it was the Appalachian Mountains, in a place that has 4 seasons. This narrowed everything down to a smaller area between a few states. 2, do your research. Utilize Google. Pick 15 to 20 cities you think would work well for you and do your research. Look at the population, cost of living, housing cost, median age, job outlooks, schools, community programs. There are so many pages that can give you all of this information. We even went to the city pages and looked into it as much as we could to see if it was a place that could work for us. Number 3 is to go on vacation. To ensure the area was one we'd really be happy with, we went there for vacation. We spent a week enjoying the area. After that, we started to narrow things down. And once we got down to about 10 cities, we planned a second vacation to go and visit each one. We spent a week in a centralized Airbnb and visited each city. We scouted out potential neighborhoods, comparing home prices, drove by the schools, libraries, local parks, drove throughout the area to really see if this was the right fit. Truth is, nothing beats being there. Someone can describe a location all day long, but until you actually go, you'll never quite know. I know many of you are wondering about our jobs. My wife and I are fortunate that we both work from home and we can work from anywhere, so long as there's internet. But if you aren't as fortunate, you'll have to add an additional layer of job searching to the list. My biggest takeaway from this entire experience has been that you don't have to settle. You don't have to feel like you're stuck. Yes, it takes a leap of faith and a ton of planning, especially with 4 kids. But any goal is reachable, and you have to give it time. This is a process that we've been going through for over 2 years. 2 years, and we finally get to go look at potential homes. Actually, by the time this video is out, we'll hopefully have a home under contract. You can either take action and be in control, or be acted upon and let life take control of you. We chose to take action, and now we're moving to North Carolina. Be sure to tap that like button and subscribe, so stay tuned for more Easy Money. As always, I'm Andrew, this is Easy Money, and now it's time to invest in yourself.